been a long time since these brothers have spoken to each other, let alone been seen together in the same room. And all that changed on Friday when both Prince William and Prince Harry attended their uncle's funeral. What happened? Did they talk to each other? Did anyone try to connect with them? We have all the reports and reactions, along with Prince Harry's recent spin. Oh my goodness, you're not going to miss this. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and I know I'm a few days late to this one. I was actually enjoying the 3-day break with my family, but this is too big to not report on. And we have an update more recently, Prince Harry's spin on the whole ordeal. Now, if you didn't know about this before we get there, these two have been rifting for a while. And in case you doubted it, well, now you can't deny it. These two attended their uncle's funeral, and reports have now come in that they completely avoided each other the entire time. Now, it was expected for William to be there. This was their uncle, who is the brother-in-law of their mother, Princess Diana. And they were both there to honor their uncle, Lord Robert Fellows, in the memorial service. And yeah, everyone was sort of expected to see William, but not the Duke of Sussex. He was not previously understood to be attending amid all his security issues in the UK. However, they both attended, and both brothers reportedly avoided one another. Family friends said they were very happy to confirm both princes were there, but they sat in the back and did not sit near each other. Separate source told The Sun they didn't know if Harry and William were there until they saw him as they left. They arrived very discreetly. William and Harry were both there, but we never saw them speak to each other, and they were keeping their distance, another attendee said. So again, we know that this rift's real. It's been there for a while. We don't have to hash all that as well. I want to get to the reports of what was said, as again, all of it is that they didn't speak to each other. Here is the Reverend Dan Tansey, I guess the vicar of the ceremony. He was one who got to speak to both. Speaking to the Sun about it, about how it was a really pleasant surprise. He said, "We've seen Prince William in the village before. If he was going to be there, I didn't expect to be told, as I'd have to keep it quiet for weeks beforehand. But it wasn't a tremendous shock William was there, as that was always a possibility. But I suppose it was more of a surprise that Harry had come. It was only as I was greeting the congregation at the way out that Prince William was shaking my hand, and then very quickly after, Prince Harry did too. They both said thank you for your service, and I thanked them for coming. It was a very relaxed reception following the memorial. He said that I don't recall them speaking to each other, but there were a lot of family members and friends speaking to them. It would have meant a lot to Lord Robert to have them both at the service, because I know both he and his auntie loved them very much. It was a 300-person ceremony, memorial service. Private funeral was held previously. Unclear if either prince was there, but he died at the age of 82, undisclosed causes. He was married to Princess Diana's sister, Jane, and was a cousin of Ronald Ferguson, the father of Prince Andrew's former wife, Sarah Ferguson. He worked on Queen Elizabeth's staff, rising to the rank of her private secretary. So, look, this was the plan. He wasn't supposed to be there, Harry, but he decided to show up, and good for him to support family. Now, it's been reported, seemingly you'd think, that Harry's emotional tribute to his late uncle leaves guests astounded and him pleased exclusive. And this really bothers me, because this isn't at all what happened. This makes it sound like Harry gave some sort of speech and that they were just astounded. But no, that's not it at all. He was remarkably in good form. You could tell he was very pleased to see everybody. There's no talk of him actually doing anything. Instead, this was the quote: "Most people were astounded that Harry came." That could be good or bad. That astounded means like, whoa, shocked. He was in remarkably good form, and you could tell he was very pleased to see everybody. And he was very pleased that he had come over. Oh, well, let's give him a round of applause for coming over to support his family. I mean, I guess he should, because he doesn't typically do that anymore. But I'm sure he was doing that to make himself feel pleased. So reports say again that they stood close. The royal brothers stood close to each other while chatting with others, but they did not speak to each other. It's believed that Harry did not see his father either, who was staying at Balmoral. The moment was especially poignant as Harry spent time with his mother's siblings, all of the Spencers, etc., around the 27th anniversary of Diana's death, which the car crash was on August 31st, just a couple days ago. Like his brother, William chose the fellow's daughter, Laura, as a godmother to his daughter, Princess Charlotte. Harry remains close to Diana's side of the family, as we know. That's also been reported that that's where he stayed. He stayed at the Althorpe childhood home of Princess Diana during this visit, staying there with his uncle Charles Spencer. So look, Harry's been close to Diana's family. They've remained close. And it does seem like Diana's family is attempting to stay close to William as well. And good, I hope they do. It's very sad seeing this brother, these brothers have this rift. I don't like it. I don't think anybody does. At the same time, I blame Harry because Harry has gone and done the things that he keeps accusing his family of doing to him and playing like he's not. And I've never seen William go out and write a book or a tell-all Netflix series crapping on or sharing secrets of Harry and Meghan. Now, there's rumors Harry thinks that they were responsible, I guess, for how the press treated them and didn't have their back and all this other nonsense. Fine, whatever. Harry has this feeling. But Harry, you're the one who put the stuff out there yourself, and you got paid handsomely for it. That's gross, man. And you spoke about your sister-in-law, Catherine, who you always call Kate. Her name's Catherine. Even in your press release, wishing her well, you still had to call her Kate, which I've heard pisses him off to no end. You're just not helping matters. So good on you for showing up for your family. Good on you for being there for your uncle. But shame on you for what you've done to the family and for not doing something bigger, which I got to say, Kinsey said this, and she's spot on. We reported this too. I know Steph had this opinion too. With the paperback release of Spare coming out to open up the wounds yet again for more people to potentially buy this book and see it all over, Harry really missed an opportunity to update the book with a sincere apology for all the hurt that he's caused. Facts. Dude, you complain that the firm, the family, all didn't have your back and we're talking crap behind your back. Well, you did it to their face and you got paid for it. You're a hypocrite. You're an absolute hypocrite. No wonder they don't want to talk to you. No wonder they can't trust you. You had a chance here, and not only are you not doing that, you're releasing it again to make more money off of these stories. It's shameful. It's disgusting. And no wonder nobody wants to be there. Now, this is the other reaction report that's coming in, and I'm curious what you guys think. Now, it sounds like this whole appearance was very calculated. They were very careful to ensure Harry and William's team, putting them at separate sides so they couldn't be seen together or walk to each other. It doesn't sound like either of them attempt to even make an effort. I wouldn't have been surprised if, one of them went over to do a hand or a hug or try to, for the sake of just being there. What do you do in that instance? William's not going to avoid it. If Harry had aggressively walked over and was like, brother, good to see you. Love you. Thanks. Let's hope we can talk. What William would have denied it? Because that would have been worse. It would have been sort of an awkward moment. Would his security have pushed him away? I mean, there's so many fascinating things that could have gone down. And they didn't. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised because Harry's a bit of a wuss in that way. And I don't see William wanting to make any effort, but they were there. Apparently the effort that was taken was Princess Diana's family is attempting to bring these brothers back together and reconcile. I hope so. Excuse me. I hope that can happen. I really do. I really don't want Harry to be out there still talking smack about them all. He and Meghan have just turned on their families in ways that just disgusts me. It's one thing to be mad at your family, especially if they've actually done something really egregious, but family's forever, man. And you got to be there supporting, and you definitely shouldn't be out there talking smack about them unless they've physically really, or done something tremendously hard to forgive, which many would argue Harry's now done to them. I don't see why you can't be there to support your family. I just don't get it. So Princess Diana's family, I think for the sake of their mom, is attempting to at least get the brothers back together to say enough. Enough is enough. Stop. Come back together. I just don't see how William could do that given the things that Harry said publicly. Harry said these things. And again, what has William done to Harry that warranted it to break that trust? You don't like the family. Okay, I get it. Harry doesn't want to be part of the firm, the family. Understood. But don't disrespect your brother who still does. You got to sort of deal with that. It comes with the territory. Harry wants to be a prince, but not actually do any of the prince stuff. He wants to do it on his own terms. And I just find that shameful, disgusting. If you want to live the royal life, then go be a royal. If you don't want to live the royal life, then stop pretending to be a royal and go do something else. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And I understand why so many people are upset about it. But what do you guys think? Do you think Diana's family could be a driving force to attempt to bring these brothers back together? Are you surprised to see Harry attempt to spin this? Harry's PR team giving exclusives to people. Man, people has just been all over these exclusives. First it was J-Lo, now it's Prince Harry's team putting in this positive stuff to make it sound like Harry's emotional tribute. Dude, you showed up. I'm so sick of this. Showing up is enough. Show up and do good. That's all he's got to do. It's shameful. Good on you for being there, but you shouldn't be getting a round of applause for it. You should be doing a lot more to fix the family wounds, and it's on you to start, brother. So are you going to do it? Let's see. What do you think? I want you to hit that subscribe button. In the meanwhile, hit that bell for all alerts. Smash that thumbs up as well, and leave a comment down below. We got lots more pouring in, lots more news. You're not going to miss it here on Popcorn Palace, so stay tuned, and thank you guys so much for watching.